Uh, Hello, welcome to Verbling. I'm Teacher Oakley. I'm very sorry. Suddenly my camera is not working. I don't know what's going on here. I seem to have a technical problem. But in any case, in this class, we are going to test ourselves with phrasal verbs. Learn a little bit about phrasal verbs. We'll talk about them and test ourselves a little bit with some fill-in-the-blank exercises. Hi, Sasha. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay, but obviously a little disturbed at the fact that I can't turn my camera on. But can you hear me okay?
Yes, pretty clear.
All right. I wonder what's going on here with the old. I don't know.
Maybe sometimes USB, maybe your cable unplugged somehow.
Oops. What was that? I froze up.
Maybe your cable unplugged somehow by itself. Somehow, I don't
Yeah.
know. Look at
Yeah.
it.
Okay. I don't know. It's very strange because 2 minutes before class, I was on. I had the camera. The camera was working on Skype. So, okay. I don't know. Oh well. Hello, Heidi. How are you?
Hello, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. Okay. So you can't see my sunshiny face due to technical problems, so I might as well just I might as well put my screen share up here, and we'll get the class started. Okay. Here we go. We're going to look at some phrasal verbs, do some fill-in-the-blank exercises. So please go ahead and read the sentence, filling in the blank with what you think would be the best answer, A, B, C, or D. Sasha, can you start with the number one, please?
Okay, I think it's a B. We heard her crying out in agony as she dropped the saucepan on her toy.
Toe.
Oh.
Toe. Okay, we heard her cry out in agony. Yes, of course, that is absolutely correct. All right, cry out, that's pretty obvious. Ah! Okay. Pretty specific physical meaning there. Okay, let's look at some of these other choices, though. That is the correct answer, but Sasha, what does it mean if somebody boils over? Well, actually,
Boy.
yeah, what? Okay, boil over. Actually, somebody can't boil over. I'm sorry. What? Do you know what if something boils over physically? Do you know what that means? Like you're cooking rice, for example, and it boils
Yes,
over.
maybe it became out of uh,
Exactly.
boiling out of a pan or
That's it. Precisely. So that's the physical meaning. More abstractly, if, for example, a riot boils over, it starts as maybe a protest on one street and it boils over into the rest of the city. So it spreads, just like the water out of the pan. That's it. Okay. How about let off, Sasha? If you let someone off, what does it mean if I let someone off easy?
uh, let off. It's like maybe get over, maybe let off
Uh,
or
okay.
forget about.
Well, if I let someone off, it means I don't discipline them, or I discipline them only slightly. So if my daughter does something wrong and I kind of let her off, very common expression, let someone off the hook. If you let somebody off the hook, You don't make them responsible for something, you say, or you don't punish them for something.
Let off.
But of course, you can. The bus driver can stop and let you off the bus. Of course, it has more physical meaning. All right. A close one. A close one is to cry out is ring out. Of course, ring out is also a sound. A bell rings out. Okay, before we continue, let me quickly say hello to Xingyu. Hello, Xingyu. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Can you hear me?
Perfectly. Clearly. Yes, I can. How are you?
Fine. I miss you.
Wow. Okay. Heidi, number 2, please.
You have to set off early if you want to avoid all the traffic.
Very good. So if you're going to set off early, what are you going to do?
Start.
Start. Precisely. Okay, there's several little variations of this. If you set someone off, you start to make them angry. You cause them to suddenly start to be angry. Is the idea. You can set off a firecracker. Bang! Means you light it up. Okay. For example, all right. Let's look at some of these other ones. Heidi. Okay, what if something comes apart?
For example, you are participating in some go-kart race, and you crashed on some wall. Then after that, you are standing on the street, having only handle. The wheels are different place. Cut body to
Hi,
different
teacher.
place.
Are you
Like
there?
that, you need to pick up all things.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Xingyu, we can hear you. You're fine. We can hear you just fine. Okay. Yes, when something comes apart, it turns into, as Heidi's example, it comes into many pieces. If a person comes apart, sometimes we talk about a person coming apart. Then
Or maybe group separate to each other. No.
well, that could be, yeah. Yes, absolutely. But okay, after the death of her father, her life just came apart. She came apart when she heard about the accident. So we can also use this to mean somebody becomes really emotional and crazy about something. Okay, well, here's a weird one. Heidi, what does it mean if somebody goes about?
I'm not sure what about.
Go about your business. There's a common phrase. Just go about your business. Pay no attention.
About.
Go about your business. Pay no attention to me.
For example, to work together with someone or some meeting. No.
Well, basically just we use it. It's kind of a strange phrasal verb, but we use it to tell somebody to continue. Go about doing what you're doing. Just continue. All right. But we also use it to talk about usually third person. He goes about town wearing a clown costume, for example. He goes about spreading rumors all day. Okay, meaning he goes all around. And then, okay, the last choice here was put off. Heidi, do you know what it means to put something off?
No.
Put off.
Vincenzo want to explain something.
What?
Instead of me.
Hi, Vincenzo. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Good morning.
Maybe postpone.
Postpone, exactly. To put off. Exactly
Postpone.
means to
Good.
postpone. That's it.
Put off.
Put off. Okay, and also, hello, Nidair. Welcome to the class.
Hello,
How are
hello.
you?
How are you?
Oh, there he is. He has a voice. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
What about set
Busy.
off, teacher? What
Good
about
to
set
hear your
off?
voice again. What about set off? Well, that is actually the answer to this fill in the blank exercise, Vincenzo. You'll have to set
Start.
off early.
Ah,
So start. Yeah, exactly.
but is it possible to use also set out?
Yes, it is, actually. You're absolutely correct. We set out, okay, set out was, instead of start, is closer to began, which start, began, obviously are very, very similar. We also use set out to mean more abstract things. He set out to become the president of the United States. Set off, we generally use for actually physically leaving.
Leaving.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, Xingyu, how about number 3? Can you try that one for me, please? Xingyu?
Can you hear me?
Now I can. Yes. How about number 3?
Number 3. I was so tired that I blanked on the sofa and went to sleep. Stretched out.
Yeah. Okay. Like a cat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You physically stretched out. What if you, Xingyu? What are you doing if you stretch out your budget? Which is a common collocation.
Budget.
Budget.
What's the,
Yes.
what's the budget?
Your budget is how much money that you can spend every month on bills, on food, like that. So if you have to stretch out your budget, that means, for example, maybe, I broke my arm and I had to pay the hospital bill, so I guess I'm going to have to stretch out my budget this month. So when you stretch out something, you make it last. If you have to stretch out food, for example, that means you eat less and make it last longer. If you stretch out your budget, same thing. You try to use less, spend less money, make it last longer. That's the idea.
Can you explain that again?
Okay. You stretch out something you don't have enough of. If, for example, you're in a boat in the middle of the ocean and you have 10 cans of water, you need to stretch it out. You're not going to drink 10 cans of water at once. You need to stretch it out over time. Like the actual physical meaning of the word stretch. That's all. Basically, the same idea. Really, it's the same idea. It's the same idea as the physical actual meaning, just more abstract. Okay, looking at some of these other choices. Xingyu, what does it mean? Vincenzo?
To reduce, no? Stretch out is the same as to reduce, no? To reduce something.
Not really reduced, more like expand.
Reduce the
over
expenses.
time.
But it's all about expenses or not? Also, I can use this stretch out for everything that I have to reduce.
Well, it's about expanding. It's the same way. Really, it's the same idea as the physical idea. If you stretch out your arms in the morning, you move your hands away from your body as far as they will go. You stretch out, right?
But this is different from the budget, teacher. When I stretch out my arm.
You stretch out your budget. You make, instead of spending $100 in 2 days, you make $100 last 5 days. 10 cans of water, you need to stretch out your water. Instead of drinking it all in 2 days, you make it last 10 days. You stretch out time.
Yes. Yes, I understand.
So 10 minutes, you make it last an hour.
It's the same quantity, but in more time, in much time. Much time. Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Exactly. That's it. Xingyu, what does it mean if your eyes glaze over?
My eyes glazed over.
Yeah. What does that probably mean? Could mean a couple things.
Glaze over means your eyes don't move.
Well, to glaze something, for example, pottery is to put a coat on it, an outside coating. If your eyes glaze over, it's like there's a film over your eyes. Basically, if your eyes glaze over, that means you're really bored, so you're just staring into space, or you're dead. One or the other.
Yeah.
Basically, that's it. And we only use this phrasal verb physically to talk about pottery or something, or to talk about your eyes glazing over. To describe somebody's really bored, usually. Flake off. Xingyu. Okay, never mind. Flake off, if you took a little chip off a bar of soap, for example, you flake off a little soap or a piece of chalk, and you take a tiny piece off. It flakes off. Okay. Drop in. Xingyu, what does it mean if I drop in on you?
Drop in means visit somebody informally and spontaneously.
Precisely. Without prior notice, you just stop by someone's house. That's it. Very good. All right, moving on. Vincenzo, number 4.
I had to the bus while she was away. I had to put in stand in for.
Excellent. Very good.
At the place of the boss, to be at the place of the boss, to substitute.
Substitute precisely the word I was thinking.
A person, substitute a person. Yes.
Exactly the word that I was thinking in my head. You read my mind. Okay. Oh boy, Vincenzo, would you ever try on the boss?
No. Generally, I try on something about dresses or shirt.
What? Wait a minute, Vincenzo. You're telling me
it's difficult to try on a boss position.
Yeah, yes it is. But wait a second. Are you telling me that you tried on a dress?
Yes, a dress. Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tried on clothes, shirts, pants.
Clothes.
Right.
Yes.
Be careful about that, Vincenzo, because a dress is that one-piece garment that women wear.
No, wait a moment. No, repeat me, Ticia. A dress is, I think, a clothes in general or not?
Yes, it can be. It can be. I'm kind of pulling your leg. It can be clothes in general. That's correct. Or it can refer specifically to this one-piece garment that women wear. A dress, like a wedding dress.
Yeah, I didn't know. Know.
Okay. Yeah, so be careful about telling people that you tried on a dress, okay? Okay. Put in for could have something to do with bosses. You could put in for a promotion, for example. Okay. Basically, put in for could mean to apply for something.
Apply a job.
Yeah. Yep. I put in for a position as network engineer, something like that. Yeah, exactly. Move on to. Okay, what does that mean? If we're gonna move on to another question.
Let pass.
Okay, and that will do it. We will now move on to the next question. Okay. Thanks, Vincenzo. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
There, we're hoping to something, a reconciliation between the two families. Stand in for, fill in for, yes, Sasha, definitely. Pretty much the same, not pretty much, yes, you could, interchangeable, you can use them interchangeably. Nader? Oh, number 5, that's right, you're talking today.
Number 5, we're hoping to bring about a reconciliation between the two families.
Okay, bring it about, make it happen, cause it to happen.
Cause.
That's it. Okay. The actions of the government brought about a recession in the economy, something like that. They caused it. Right. Okay. Ugh. This is a tough one. What does come in for? There.
Receive.
Well, yeah, pretty much that's it.
Receive, maybe.
Receive, and there's kind of a connotation that deserve.
Yeah, deserve.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
So, like you made something, and it coming for a lot of criticism or something.
Right. Oh, that's good. Great example. Come in for a lot of criticism. Come in for criticism is a very, very common collocation. Good example. Oh my goodness. Makeup, there's 450,000 definitions.
Maybe apologize or compensate, maybe.
Yeah.
Make it up for you.
You can make up with somebody that you had a fight with. You can make up with them. Yeah. You can imagine something. He made up a story. Okay. A woman can make up her face. So you can use that as a verb when a woman applies cosmetics. What else?
To compensate.
Yeah, makeup class, for example. Oh, we missed the class, so we're going to have a makeup class next Friday. Very good. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you very much. I remembered it and then I forgot it by the time. Yeah, okay, so several meanings for makeup, and this is a phrasal verb that actually can also be a noun. Obviously, makeup is another word for cosmetics. Okay, by the way, when it's used as a noun for cosmetics, there's no such thing as make-ups or makes up. It's obviously it's got to be uncountable. Take up, Nader. What does it mean if I take up arms? Oh, he's gone. Okay. Anybody in the class, what does it mean if I take up arms? What am I talking about? Anybody know?
Yeah. To take. No.
Arms.
No. Take up.
Take up arms.
To catch. No.
Nope. If the crowd, the public took up arms, arms means weapons. So if you take up arms, that's a common phrase. You weaponize. You get weapons. You can take up to start something or start doing something. So you can take up knitting, for example. You start learning how to knit.
I can say also, teacher, take up your positions.
Take up your position. Well, what is your meaning there? Take up your position.
Cosmetics.
And wait for a signal. Take up your.
Okay.
and wait for a signal.
Okay.
Or
Very
not.
good. Yes. Yes. Very good. Yes, you can. All right. In that case, it's basically you can also say take your positions and wait for a
Yes,
signal.
yes, yes, yes.
Right. You're just adding that up again to add emphasis, more or less. Okay.
Answer is C. Make up.
The actual answer. No. Bring about, cause.
Because make up is once fight to each other, but after that make up.
Well, make up is a reconciliation. There you go. To make up is to reconcile.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you wouldn't we're hoping to reconcile a reconciliation. That doesn't that doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, right. Okay. Yeah, so
Can
it's
you
very similar. Sorry?
Sorry, can you say I'll take up the matter with him? I'll discuss it.
Yeah. So, yeah, it has various meanings of start. I'll take it up with him in the morning. Yeah, exactly. I'll start a discussion with him in the morning. Yep, absolutely. This is very common in business. Okay, yeah, I'll have a discussion with you. Usually later we use this. Okay, I'll take it up with you tomorrow. Something like that, yeah. Sasha, back to you. Number 6.
Some information has leaked out, but we still don't know what exactly is going on.
Very good. All right, a leak. Yeah. Information leak, secret information or private information gets out. Confidential, secret, whatever, military secrets,
Excuse
something
me,
like
teacher.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you say leak, generally you think about water, not a leak of water, no, or not?
Yes, or to be honest, Vincenzo, I also think about going to the bathroom.
Okay.
To be honest, slang, you take a leak, that's okay. I'm sure you can guess what that means.
The basin. You have a leak in the basin.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, also water, something liquid comes out of something. Oh,
Yes, leak.
okay. Your milk is leaking out of your cup. Whatever. Yeah. Sure. Liquid coming out of something slowly. Sure.
This is used in a metaphorical sense, isn't it?
Right.
Yes.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. Got away. Sasha, have you ever? Okay. Get away can mean to escape. What does it mean if you get away with something? Have you ever heard that? You get away with it.
Yes, I guess if I remember correct, it means get away with. For instance, I stole something,
Huh?
and police can't find me, so I got away with
Yep.
it.
You did. Perfect. Good example. All right. Fall through. What does it have? Fallen through. That's weird. It's because of has. Okay. Fall through. If the deal falls through. Another one that's used often in business. Sasha, what does it mean if the deal fell through?
Maybe it's something with deal, not something bad with a deal, I guess,
Yeah.
because it's fall. But
Good
what
guess.
exactly, I don't know.
Fell through.
Through.
When a deal pushes through or a deal goes through, that's positive. The deal is signed by both parties and you have a deal. If the deal falls through, what that means is you were working towards a deal and then it didn't work out. So the deal doesn't happen at all. So you're right, it's negative. To drop in, we already talked about it earlier in the class. You drop in, you stop by someone's house. And yes, there is fall through the cracks is definitely an idiom. If something falls through the cracks, Nadir, what does that mean? If something falls through the cracks,
It is unchecked
yeah,
or was unnoticed.
right. A detail or some part of something else that somebody that went unnoticed, unchecked, didn't get taken care of. Exactly. All right. Crawl through the fracks. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Heidi, number 7.
Mm-hmm. The road was blocked, so we had to turn back and find another route.
Okay. We had to turn back. All right. Retreat. Turn back. Okay. Okay. So, very good. You had to turn around and leave. So we can also use this, for example, the concert was sold out, so we were turned back at the door. We were turned away at the door. Very good. Okay. Heidi.
Mm-hmm.
Check out.
Kick the bucket.
Check out? Oh, that's funny. I would have not thought of that. I mean, you're absolutely right. That is occasionally, it's not one I use, but I have definitely heard that he checked out. Sometimes used as a slang for somebody who died. Yeah. I have heard that before, but I never would have thought of that because it's not one I use. But anyway, okay.
Usually we use it in a hotel after paying the fee.
Sure, you check. Very good. That's very common. You check out of the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
You also check out of the supermarket
Mm-hmm.
when you put all your groceries through. Okay. Go to the checkout line or the checkout counter in a store. That's right. Or okay, Heidi, have you ever been out somewhere in public and had some guy checking you out?
Yeah. In the custom in the airport.
Okay.
But we use this also as a medical control, no? Medical.
Yeah.
In Italy, check out.
Check up. Yeah, in English we usually say a check up. You get
Check
a
up,
check
not
up.
check out. Check up.
Yeah.
For example, dentist. I go to the dentist.
Yeah, for a yearly checkup.
Check
That's
up.
right.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, right. Yeah, well, anyway, what I was kidding Heidi about is we also use this to talk about, you might hear in a bar or something, hey, I think that girl's checking you out, man. Yeah, she's checking you out. Yeah, I saw her looking at you. Okay. All right. Paying attention to somebody, usually of the opposite sex, of course. Okay. Ooh, run through. This is interesting. Heidi.
Pass through.
Yes,
Even
that's
though
right.
the street was blocked, but the driver doesn't care about that.
That's right. Or when you pour the spaghetti into a strainer, the water runs through the holes. Sure. But here's an interesting one, Heidi. What does it mean if I say I run you through with a sword? Or he was run through.
You cut me.
Yeah, that's right. Completely, all the way through. The sword went through your body. So if someone was run through with a car fender, that means it went in one part of his body and came out the back. Yeah, gruesome. Okay, that's a pretty gruesome phrasal verb there.
リハですと、ジョン。
Yeah. Fall off. Okay, well, to fall off, obviously can be very physical. You can fall off your chair, or or you can, or business can fall off, meaning decline. So more abstractly, it kind of means to go down. Well, physically it means to go down, and abstractly it means to go
Even
down.
about our health?
About your health?
Yeah.
His health has started to fall off.
Going what?
I think so. I think that's possible. Yeah, it is. Here's another one.
Disappear, no? También disappear.
Well, if used in an idiom, have you seen Marvin? It's like he fell off the earth.
This product fall off of the market. Fall off.
Oh, okay. Fell off the market. Fell off of the market or fell out of the market?
Fall off the market, yes.
Okay, all right. Fell off the market. Yeah, okay. All right.
Taken off, no, taken out, taken off. What can I say? When some product is not commercialized anymore.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
All right. Question for the class. What does it mean? Anyone? What does it mean if you fall off the wagon?
It's very dangerous, teacher.
Very dangerous?
I guess
Sasha?
when you using the drugs. Oh no, when you stop using the drugs and then you fall off the wagon, and then it means you start using the drugs or alcohol again.
Right. Usually alcohol, but it can be drugs. That's right.
Yeah.
So you quit drinking alcohol for a period of time, and then you drink. You get drunk. You fell off the wagon. So
And,
Vincenzo thinks that's dangerous.
Yes, I thought it was physically from a Lego.
Actually, Sasha's completely correct.
Yeah.
I heard
right.
the opposite. Actually, it was yesterday in a TV show. Back something like back on
Back
the wagon.
on the wagon. That's it. Exactly. Right. He's back on the wagon. So he quit, and then he fell off the wagon, and then he got drunk, and now he's back on the wagon. Exactly. Yes, we do use that. Very good. Okay, moving on. Xingyu, number 8, please.
Number 8. Don't worry. The pain should fall off fairly soon.
Well, it can mean to decline. So, yeah, I think you could say
die
that.
out.
Die out. Yeah, you could use die out as well. Fall off and die out are quite similar. I think either one of those could be used here. Yeah, because they both mean to decline. Not even sure which one we really need to use. Either one, I think, is okay.
I think use die out is the best one because because die out means eventually disappears.
Good point. That's a very good point, and I would have to agree. Excellent. Yeah, you're right. Hopefully it's pain, so hopefully it'll disappear. Interestingly, wear off, we don't. Interestingly, we never use this about pain, but we would definitely use this about medication or painkillers. The painkillers wear off after a while. strangely. We don't say the pain wears off, but the painkillers wear off. They stop working over time. Okay. Okay, Zingu, how about break out? Have you ever broken out in a sweat?
A sweat.
In a sweat. Break out in a sweat.
Or from the police.
Suddenly,
Maybe.
suddenly begins for words, diseases, or fighting.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you can break out in a sweat, suddenly start sweating. You can break out into song. La 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 lumbre. That's right. Right. Very good. Also, you can break out of prison. You can escape, or you can, if you have sometimes like a singer, let's say, musician, if he had a hit record and he finally broke out with his hit single, do do do. Okay, you can break out, meaning you become very popular very quickly as well. Suddenly, same idea of suddenly something dramatic happening.
Could be also exploding, teacher. No.
Exploding. Explode into song. I guess it's possible.
No, I
But
think so.
it's possible, but breakout is much more common, of course.
Yes, yes. Because of the fire, yes, it would be broke out.
Yeah, and
The cows. No.
another common usage, Zing, you mentioned, I didn't really reinforce, but you can break out into a rash, or break out with hives, break out in a rash on your skin. That's very common usage as well. Okay, next one, Vincenzo.
Yes. The music, and it was impossible to have a conversation. The music turned up.
Doesn't quite fit. Somebody turned up the music. You see, the music would have to be the object noun. He turned up the music.
Yes,
Like
but it's not
Turned
in
up
this case, no.
the volume, but it's not. Here, the music is our subject noun. So the music does the action.
Color could be A, blared out.
Indeed, and in fact it is.
Yes.
To blare, and okay, really the verb blare already really describes it. To blare is to make a loud sound. So I came in the house and nobody was home, but the TV was blaring. Okay, it was really loud. Okay. Produce a loud sound. All right, turn up. You turn up something that's adjustable. You can turn up the air conditioner, turn up the heat, turn up the volume. Anything that's just adjustable, turn it up, turn it down. Or you can turn up. Oh, I lost my sunglasses, but then they turned up in my children's toy box. True story. Okay, they showed up, or they turned up. I suddenly found them somewhere. It could be somebody, something, or somebody. He was lost. He was out of contact. He was lost for 3 days, and he turned up in Oklahoma City. Turn up in a meeting, Nadir?
Can we use it? No,
I
no.
don't understand it.
That he attends the meeting. He came.
Well, it could be if
We
it was a
we
surprise.
didn't expect him.
Oh, well, there you go. If it's a surprise, when somebody or something turns up, I didn't expect to find my sunglasses in my kid's toy box, for example. So sure, that's the idea, and if you said that, then it would automatically be understood that he was not expected.
In this case, it's used show up, no, or not?
Show up.
When you don't expect a person to come.
Well, turn up is better. When it's unexpected, show up could be it also means somebody comes, but we can use it
Unexpected. Oh.
It could be expected. Yeah, he finally showed up at 8 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he was supposed to be here at 6. He showed up. He finally showed up at 8 o'clock. That would be common. But it would be a little weird to say we expected him at 6 and he finally turned up. That's weird because turn up means you don't expect it, person or something to be where it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Played off is okay. A couple of meanings. One is just in sports. Americans don't use it like this. Americans just use the noun, the playoffs, or a playoff. But Brits do to talk about teams having a championship playoff. The teams played off against each other, for example. Or comedians. So often you'll see comedians, a pair of comedians, and one is the funny guy, and one is the straight man. He doesn't tell the jokes. The straight man just he's not funny, but the comedian plays off the straight man. So when somebody's reacting from another person, they play off of them. It's another use of that. If you sit something out, what does that mean, Vincenzo?
Start a trip, no, to start a voyage. No, set out.
Not set out. Sat, as in sit.
Sat. Oh, yes.
Is this sat or sit?
I didn't sit. I didn't see very well. Sat or sat?
I can't tell.
Sat.
Now I can't tell. Well, let's pretend it's sat, because we already talked about sat.
Yes. Yes.
What about sat? S-A-T. If you sat out the dance. I think it's sat out.
In order to run, not to run, to manage something.
No, if you sit something out, I'll just sit this one out and take a rest. You don't participate. All right. So you might sit out a dance. You might anything. You want to not participate in something. I think I'll sit this one out. I need a rest. Okay.
Can I use this in the sense of to establish, set out, to establish or not?
Establish what? I'm not sure.
We set out the requirement for the job. Requirements for the job.
Set. That would be set.
Set.
Yeah, he set out the requirements. Yeah, for the job.
Yeah.
Set. Yes, for sure. Excuse me. Sorry. Nadir, how about number 10 here?
I'm sure he'll the chance of earning some extra money. He will jump at the chance.
Very good. And really, it's the whole phrase there, jump at the chance. That's right. So if you jump at something in air...
you take the opportunity. You don't miss.
Yeah, you don't hesitate. That's right. You take the chance, and you don't hesitate at all. Immediately do something.
You are waiting for this chance.
Yeah. Very good. What about if you fall for something? What does that mean?
Fall for something, maybe something like temptation.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. Well, could
You
be.
like a trap, and you fall for this trap, or
Well, like a trap. If you fall for something, you're tricked by something. Don't fall for his lies. Don't fall for those advertisements that say they can grow your hair back. Don't fall for it. Don't be fooled by it. So if you fall for something, you're fooled by something. Or, strangely enough, we also very commonly, of course, use fall in love. You fall for someone of the opposite
here.
sex. Okay. You're fooled by something, or you fall in love? Maybe the same thing, I don't know. Something to be debated another day, I guess. Okay. Okay. Get at.
Question, teacher. A question, teacher. But fall
Yeah.
for, fall in love for,
Uh-huh.
or the proposition is the same. Fall, love for. Yes.
Yeah, we would probably say the person's name. He really fell for Susan.
Now, fall in love for Susan.
Yeah, but we sometimes omit love, but we don't even need to say it.
It's not necessary.
It's understood, you know.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Oh, he fell hard for her. Everybody would know what you're talking about. You don't have to mention the word.
Yes,
Love is a 4-letter word, Vincenzo. We don't like to talk about it. Kidding. Okay, get at. Ooh, all right.
Get at. Like you don't say it, you're just getting at it. What are you getting at?
Yeah, what are you getting at? Right, what do you mean? What are you getting at? Okay, often used in the question form, usually. Maybe in a statement, that's what I'm getting at, like that is possible. The point you're trying to get to, right? Or more physically, of course, like a cat maybe tries to
reach.
Get at a mouse. Yeah, reach. Exactly. Exactly, reach. Yes. Stand for.
Stand for believes, maybe. Justice. Stand for.
Right. Common expression in the negative, I won't stand for it, is common. Okay.
So I won't stand for it. I won't defend it.
Basically, yeah. I won't. Well, what it really means, I won't put up with it. It's kind of a different one. Okay, I won't stand for this abuse.
Can I use this for belief, teacher?
For belief?
Yes.
Well, it depends. Okay.
You don't know everything I stand for.
Yeah, that's perfectly correct. Okay. Yes.
To believe, no? To believe.
Yeah. All right. That was a perfectly good sentence. Yes. Yeah, that works for me. Sure. Sasha, how about number 11?
We finally managed to our point of view. Up with her. For me, it's all of them looks.
It's kind of a funny answer here. Some of these are funny.
Maybe fool her into our point of view. I convinced her, no?
Yeah, well, I like that because it's funny. We're very insincere. We tricked her into our point of view. Yeah, that's I don't know. Maybe it's just my American brain, but I think that's very funny. You're trying to convince somebody of your opinion, you don't have to usually trick them into agreeing with you, but it's possible, you know. So
then bring her around to our point of view.
Yeah, all right. Bring her around to our point of view. Probably the correct answer here. If you bring somebody around, really, it's the whole phrase, the whole sentence. You bring someone around to your point of view. The whole phrase really is pretty standard. Yeah.
Can I use take care upon the same sense as
Here, we finally managed to take her up on our
point?
point of view. No, take her
No.
up on her
Team.
offer. You take someone up on their offer. You offer to buy me an ice cream. It sounds great. I'd love to take you up on your offer. Okay. So you agree to an offer. That's where you use that one. Letter C. Take someone up on an offer. Fix her up with. Okay. You fix somebody up with another person, like a blind date. I fixed her up with my cousin, for example. Okay. You can fix her up with something else. We fixed her up with some bandages and some aspirin, for example. And I don't mean fixed her like repaired her. Gave her what she needs. You go to whatever. You go to an auto mechanic. Yeah, we fixed her up with a quick oil change and some spark plugs, whatever. Okay, doke. Oh, we are just about out of time here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry to say, we didn't really make it through this, but thank you all very much. Let me see if my camera's working now. Yet? I had a problem with my camera. Now, okay, I'm stuck. I guess it's not going to work. All right. Well, you can't see me, but I'm waving goodbye. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
teacher.
Bye. Bye to
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye, guys.
Goodbye.